Welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever. New game that just came out. Here we are dropping off some passengers, and things are starting to look good. Here in our Let's Play, we are earning a good profit. Not a gigantic profit, but a good profit. We have 370,000 in the bank now. Each year we're going up, and we have so many people waiting after they load. As you can see, he's full up and still has 18 to go. So we are going to need another wagon. Another wagon will increase our profit. It will increase our running costs, and it will cost us money, but it's going to increase our overall profit. So when he runs all the way back down to the other end and then comes back, we will have to buy another wagon. And I'll show you why up here at El Paso. Look at this. Already 43 waiting, and he's not even up there. So it's time to get us another wagon and increase our capacity on our train from 42 to, I think it was going to be 70 or something along the 56. Let's see. We got 42 plus 14. Alright, so 50, 52, 56 people. So it's going to cost us 272,000, so almost all of our money. And it's going to cost us another 45,000 a year, but we know that it's definitely going to make more than that in the long run. I wish these cars were a little bit cheaper. I wish I could afford the newer engine because we add the other car. It's going to be a little tough. Let me up the speed a little bit here. It's going to be a little tough for this train to be able to pull both. And I have thought about, even though I don't want to do it, I've thought about taking out a $500,000 loan in order to get this plus one more car. And that's what I'm thinking about. Let me put this slower because I'm thinking about it. This will help. Granted, this is 25 miles per hour, but it's got 95 horsepower, and its tractive effort is only 25. 177 horsepower, 40 tractive. Yes, it's only 28 miles per hour, but what it's going to do is it's going to pull the 4 cars now up and down this slight grade we've got so much better, and it's going to make life better. So I'm really debating that. I don't know. It's tough right now. If I take out the loan, I could do one of two things. I can wait another couple of years and then get it, or take out the loan and get it. And the loan interest will not be a huge amount difference. So it's not like it's gonna be a massive difference overall. So I say, in order to get this moving, what we ought to do is wait till he comes back down, pick up the loan, and do the replacement. So I can pull up the line, and I can say, okay, he's been running 8 years, right? Yeah, 9 years. This train can last 30 years. So he's at the 1/3, so he's at 30-something% almost. So I could do the train replacement option and tell it at 25% to grab. Well, if I do the replacement option, though, I'll have to buy every single train. So I'd add 1, 2, 3, 4. See, that would be 1-point-something million plus, whatever it is they can sell it for. So no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep these 3 cars and simply just add the 2 cars. So when he comes back, as you can see, there's already 13 passengers waiting there. We're at 44 here, and he's just now coming. So we'll crank up the speed. That's what we'll do. As soon as he unloads, we're going to borrow 500,000. We're going to send him into the depot and pick up those 2, because we have to start generating. If we sit here and just do this, 1, it's probably a little boring for you guys, and 2, we're going to be here for a very long time generating money, because right now we're just not generating enough money. So we need more. We need more capacity. And something I found out about this game, playing some other maps and doing some testing, is that it seems to me like your passengers will grow to a point, but then when they see the capacity of your line, it's like it slows growth. When all of a sudden like in one of my other ones to test, what I did was um, I had right off the bat I put 6 cars on my initial train, right? Trying this a different way, more of an aggressive start. Look at that, there's already 59 people there. When I put 6 cars on there, the increase went up faster. And I've seen that now twice in some tests that I've done, that having the 2 or 3 cars to start is good for a couple of years, but you got to find a way to get another car on there, because, and right now we're running at a loss for the year, and it's June, which is unusual for us, but you've got to find a way to get another car on here, because it seems to me that when you start adding extra cars, the demand just goes up, and I can't explain it, but it just seems to work that way. Alright, so as soon as we see the green flash, we're going to tell him to go to the depot, and then we can get this going. So here we go, green flash and money. Let's send him to the depot, so that's everybody unloaded. Okay, we'll fast forward, get him in the depot, and then we'll pause it. So I'm at 381,000 now. So overall, not too bad. Let's sell him. So we're at 474,000 now. I'm going to borrow 500k. Now let's buy a train. Let's buy this. And one of these. And it leads me to 385k. So I just about could have. Did I buy the general? Yeah. Yes, I did. Okay. I just about. Man, I'm debating getting another one. But I think what I want to do is I want to save some money and try and then repay that as soon as possible. So we'll set him back on our route, and let's go. He'll come back out. Let's look at our brand new train. Whoop. Let's slow this down so we can see our brand new train. Look at there. I thought about changing the color, but I'm alright with that. So he's going to load up, and he's going to have a full train right off the bat. So that is awesome. And we'll just follow him here. Can't change the color once they get it, I don't believe. Yeah, once you've got them. So, oh yeah, you can. Let's look at. See, I don't know if I like that. Let's go with the darker green. That's going to be the green that we're eventually going to go with. Let's go with that green. That doesn't look horrible, does it? Let's go with the darker green one more time. Boom. Nah, that's too dark. Yeah, that's not too bad right there. But eventually we're going to go with the gold and kind of a yellowish look. So for right now, yeah, why not? That'll work. So Bayline 1, 4 cars, full up, and riding along. And look at the green. Look, did you see that? The green handrails on top. That is really cool. And you don't notice. That's what's funny is, you would think that this last car wouldn't look as grimy, but it looks just as grimy. But that is our brand new engine. He's running 24 miles an hour up the hill. No problem. Let's go ahead and get him moving. 24 miles an hour up the hill there. He didn't seem to have any issue whatsoever with that hill. 56 people. Let's see what we get coming up here. Running cost is going to be higher, no doubt about that. I'm curious to see what my loan payment will be. Loan interest payment here. July 5th. We've got time to make some good money between now and then. Alright. And we sold that engine for $93,000, so that wasn't too bad. So that was $42,000, so that's definitely an increase. Definitely. A little bit of lag there loading up. So, okay, so he loaded up, and there's still 19 waiting. So let's ride with him on the way back. Woo! Alright. A little dirty there. Still 19 waiting back there. And he's full. So this is really going to help us now to start generating more money. We can start generating the cash and That's going to help a ton. What speed's he going right now? 17, so he's slowing down a little bit. Coming back uphill, but he's not going down to the 12 and 11 like the other train was. So overall faster, and the time on the frequency increased by 2 minutes, so that's going to help too. That helps create even more demand. Now he'll rocket out to full speed going down the hill, and into town he goes. Winston-Salem, our little crooked path here, and he should pick up another full load here too. So I think this is going to help project us forward. Now we got the extra car. It costs us money off the bat, to start with, but I think we're going to be able to rocket forward now. Another 40, nearly 50K on that one, so you can see we're immediately turning a nice profit. And we'll take a first-person ride here. Let's go first person. Headed off to El Paso. 23 miles an hour, riding up a little rise here. 23, 24. Let's see if we can hit the 28. 26, 27, 28. There we go. Max speed. Full speed ahead, Captain. Never mind the torpedoes. I think one thing this game does like, and I understand why it doesn't do it, because of being able to run the game, but the landscape is a little boring. It needs more of this on the way between towns, but I understand why it doesn't do it. I get it. Graphic cards would melt, trying to run it. So, but if they were non-moving, I guess it wouldn't be quite as bad. I don't know. I'd like to see more fauna, more stuff going on in between the towns. Alright, so let's pop out of here. So, there we go. He's still running a full load. Headed back towards Winston-Salem. He's doing that trip so much faster now. And there's still 20 waiting. And so, it's rocking and rolling. We're up to almost 500,000 now. If I can get to 500,000 before the end of this year, I'm going to repay that loan that we just took out and begin to start knocking our loan out. That's going to be very nice. And you see, man, he's cooking it. That's nice. I like that green. We'll stick with that. That was yeah, that's that one. So, all right. And finances, so you can see, man, it's going to start cranking up. Now we're going to start seeing some cashola. Sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and not be scared and jump on the board, right? Make things happen. Yep, shorter load that time. Definitely a shorter load that time. Everybody's at the bus now. 44 people at the bus stop now. We got to get people up here. And with him going a little bit faster, it is, and now it's up to 8 minutes, but with him going a little bit faster, it is going to adjust some. Hopefully we'll get a full load coming back this way. Definitely need full loads. And I'm looking around, while we let that run a minute. I've been looking around. I want to run oil to here and generate fuel. I don't want to make oil. I want crude oil to make fuel. And I'll set up what I want to do is set up the cargo line so it specifically only hauls fuel, and haul that to these two towns, and then run crude oil also to here to make oil, and haul that back to here to make plastic. That would be a nice little 1, 2, 3, cargo chain. I just wonder if this one can produce enough for both of these. If not, I have some oil up here that I can get a hold of, but I can make a nice internal route that could also jump on this line or simply cross it and come this way. That's future plans for sure. I want to run the coal over here into the here. I want to run that, so I've got coal here and I've got ore there, so definitely want to use that and get the steel to here, and also it could produce slag as well, but I want to produce steel, get the steel over here, and well, no, I'd have to have plastics and planks to do that. So yeah, I don't know, because nobody will just flat out buy steel. So if you look in town, right, and you look at these guys, they don't want steel. See, they want building blocks, machines, fuel, and then the businesses. Where are the businesses? Here we go. They want tools, food, and goods. So nobody's going to flat out buy steel, which is something you know, if I had to complain, and so far, like I said, I'm loving this game. I think it's great. The one thing I don't like is that I can't produce steel. Nobody's going to take the steel. So if I run this down here and bring this to it, they're not going to take this. So then I got to take the steel and run it to, you know, I don't know. That's one thing I'm not overly fond of. Now I could produce slag and then take slag and run up here and make building blocks. I could do that. And there's a new vehicle. Sweet, another boat, which we're not using right now. So I could do that, but I'm not able to right now. So I don't know. That's an option for down the road, and that's something I think we'll look at later, obviously. But you know, here I can produce. So here's planks, right? There's wood. So planks need to come here. Steel needs to come here, and then plastic. So there we go. Well, and then the plastic comes up here, and then I'm producing goods. So I guess that's not bad. Here to here, producing planks. There, producing steel. And what little bit of slag I get, I can haul up here as well to make building blocks. And then plastic to here. So not bad. Got us a good start there. And then then oil making fuel. So that would give us fuel. That would give us goods. And then I have to worry about trying to get food, because see, the businesses need goods. That would help them. These guys need fuel. And then I would need to run a building block line as well at some point. But, you know, we'll get to that. And then I need a food line. We will get to that. Let's see what we got going here. Got almost full train. Taking back off. We're sitting at 483,000. He just dropped off, so I have a gigantic backlog at my station again, which seems to be the norm. And the town is definitely growing, so let's check out our list of towns here. And if we go by population, Winston-Salem, 359, and El Paso, very close second there at 315, so they're both growing. And Winston-Salem has more jobs. El Paso has a slight lead on shopping facilities, so I thought this had leisure, but I guess it doesn't. So that's not too bad. Here you see stations. I have by cargo, I can list them. And I have a lot of passengers waiting there. Washington Street has 36 and already 20 back over here. Of course, Washington Street's my backlog here. I really could use one more car over on this loop just to keep things going. And here he comes back, almost full train. Like so, he's staying pretty consistent on almost full, so that's good. And what's happening is he's a little bit of a backlog on these buses. This route clears up much faster than this route. He's he's halfway back, and there's still 32 people here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, and I know I probably don't want to do this, but I'm going to. I'm going to buy one horse carriage, and I'm going to put it on the Winston-Salem line and see if we can't just knock out some more of this. 1860. So we lost, obviously we lost last year, but we bought vehicles. So far this year we are 109,000 income, running costs 89, minus the loan payment. So we're getting there. All right, so he unloads and he went back up to 40. So we're not generating quite as much as I would like to see. We're not filling up that train, but we're going to make a little bit more money off of this line now. Here you see 2 carts coming. That's going to start knocking this down. We really need to be able to clear this out. Alright, fill that up. Unload, fill that up. So, that puts a dent in it. Down to 42. And it's starting to, it's starting to make me a little bit of money now. So El Paso's, or I can't say that correctly. El Paso. El Paso is making more, but again, it's that shorter line and it goes quickly. So we'll see. We start rotating these buses out. Let's see how fast we can start emptying this thing now. Yeah, he's really that's starting to crank it down now. Because the goal is, of course, we want to get that down to back down into probably mid-teens, if not lower, by the time the train gets back over here. So train's coming back now. We're sitting at 36 people. So you can see we're unloading just as many as we're loading. This one busy station. Alright, so 32, train's coming back halfway, so we're not even going to touch it. I might need another car on this line just to keep up with the load. The problem is we're coming back with a lot of empties. A lot of empties, and this is going to have to become a stop soon. So far so good. We're still covering everything, but it's getting there. So we're 28 and the train's pulling in with almost a full load. And we found out before, the quicker we started unloading these bus stops, the quicker, so there's 14 at that bus stop, there's 27 at the train station. The quicker we can get these bus stops moving, the faster these trains fill back up. 33 there, so this is going to be a light load. That's not good. That's actually not very good at all. 38, man, we're actually losing passengers now. 48, 49, sitting here at this bus stop. Alright, so I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to do one more for here in town. I want to keep as much of this moving as possible. I mean, if we're making money on it, the carriage is going to make more money. So, like, take this guy, for example. Finances, so well, he's a new vehicle, so let's look at this guy. I mean, he's making money every year. Not making a ton, but he's making money every year. So you have to look at that. So, okay, well, if he's making money and the other guy's making money, you see that running cost is going up. But if they're making money, then you want to just keep them moving so that you can take advantage and make money across the board. So 41 waiting. Let's see how much we can knock that down this trip here before the train comes back. Hopefully this train will actually fill up this time. 46. That's not helping much. We need that, and you can see it's 37,000 now for 37,500 now for the loan interest. That's not good. But we still look like we could still turn a profit. I mean, we will turn a profit because 236. It's going to be higher, but we're already at 253 and we're in July. So, I mean, I know we're going to turn a profit. All right, so 42, so we might get us a full train out. That's helping. More carts dropping out, more people. It is helping. I think I might put a fourth one in El Paso, too. So we're down to 25. One more cart coming. That would help. There we go. He's going to pick this up. So we're going to be at 21, roughly. But this is the difference, see? Because he's dropping off, because they're dropping off, it is helping. So he's going to drop off. We're not going to quite get those on. 56, or this time we're going to have a full load. Yep, 56, 56, and there's actually 4 waiting, so that's good. This bus stop just plowed through with a bunch more people again. But it's making a difference. Now this one down here, they are clearing this one. They stay ahead of this one. So I don't think I need the other cart down here. You got 5 waiting there, you've got 4 waiting there. One more cart would actually have me run it empty a lot down here. Here it runs 12 of 12, so I think it runs fine down here. Or up here, whatever you want to call it. They seem to be doing just fine. 39 people waiting right now. Our biggest thing is to keep this down here moving. and emptying it out. That's what we need. We need to empty that station out, keep that station emptied out. So 40, and that's going to help, keep your train station full. It's going to help lower the amount of people that are in there. I mean, our profit is getting lower and lower, but it's not terrible. We are making overall money. And so I spent an extra 30,000, so we'd be sitting at another $100,000 profit again this year, which is about the best we've done. So without buying the vehicles, we would really be looking good. 32, he's on his way back. You could make the argument for one more down here, none waiting, because they're all coming back up here, none waiting. You almost want to do a dedicated line just to go back and forth between these two again. 32, 28. So, I mean, it's doing okay. I'm almost wanting to go back to the, zoomed out a whole lot, make the this a line and that a line and split it. I've got 6. If I split it, make 1, 2, 3 a line, 1, 2, 3 a line, and then see which one needs more people. The last time I split it, it did work fine. There you go. We got 48. We're down to 20. It did work fine last time. There was no problem with that. So 62, 80, 89,000 profit this year, which is really good. We're definitely going to crop over the 400 again. And with these fuller trains, that is definitely helping. So let me slow this down real quick. So let's go to the line management. Let's do new line, and let's go from here to here to here. A little crisscross there. Let me back that up. Let me try remove and remove and remove. So let's go from here to here to here and see what that does. That's even more convoluted. Not good, not good, not good. Alright, so remove, remove, and remove. So we'll go from here to here to here. Okay, and we'll call that Birmingham. No, it's not Birmingham. Winston-Salem work line. Okay, and then you've got bus line. So what I want to do on the bus line is I want to remove Oak Street. So let me pause here for just a second. So I want to remove Oak Street from the line, and that makes it go there, there, and there. And that goes there, there, and there. And then I want to move you to work line. I want to move you work line and move you to the work line. That's 4 and 3, and let's let it run that and see what it does. Let's see what difference that makes, and if we need to adjust, we will. So there we go. So I've got Winston-Salem bus and Winston-Salem work. That's work line is a 3-minute line and 121 on the other. So let's see if it's how it starts to adjust. Everything's on bus line right now, and the biggest thing is going to be when they drop off. When they come and drop off a bunch of people from the train, that's when we'll see the adjustment. So let's wait and see what happens here. Of course, nobody's really waiting here now, but it will expand out this way. Probably could do without that station for now and just run back and forth, back and forth. And I might do that. We'll see. We'll see if they drop people off there. I'm going to watch. If they don't drop people off there, then I'll just adjust the line to be back and forth, back and forth. Because right now, that is still covering everybody but one. And so we'll see. Let's see if they drop people off here. That's going to be the biggest barometer. If they don't drop people off here, then you can see there's nobody there, and there's nobody for him to drop off. So, but again, let's see what happens when the train comes in. So there's the train. Alright, dropped off a load of people, going back with 49, so that's good. And let's see. Not as many showed up this time. 454, that's our top so far. 87, we got to remember plus the 27, so we're well over 100,000 again in profit. So he's still got work line waiting. And now that's going to be cleared out very fast now. I could probably get rid of one of my carts now. And there we go. Now let's go. I want to see if anybody gets off over here. Because if not, I'm going to kill this station and not use it right now. Let's see if anybody gets dropped off over here. I'm thinking I need to remove this station. Alright, so what did we do? We did good. We did real good. That was a good year. Minus the buying, that was a really good year. 37,000 now. So he's got, alright, so here comes the work wagon, or one of them. A full load. Let's see if anybody gets off here. Yes, one got off, two got off here. Okay, well, you know what? Let's let it go and let it grow. We'll see what happens. I want to see now. We've got a train coming back with a full load of people now, so that's good. And how are we doing up here? They're able to clear this out so much faster though than because it's such a shorter route. It's an easier route. They're really able to clear that out fast. So he's come back with a full load and there's already 27 people. That looks good for this year. I want to repay. I should have done that before the beginning of the year. No sense in doing it right this second. Yeah, they're clearing that thing out fast. Alright, so this train being so much faster is helping a ton. He's got a full load coming in. We've got not a full load going back, but oh well. 47 people still coming in. We'll see. Alright, so he drops off. Boom. Now, let's see what happens to this bus stop this time. So immediately, it's about split, isn't it? I'll be darned. I thought it would be. I thought it would lean heavier towards the work, but it's definitely split. But we're going to be able to move these 33 passengers, I think, a little bit faster now, because the lines are a little more dedicated towards that. You can see us dropping quickly, and we're getting people over to the bus or to the work line. Let's see. Now he makes this round, this corner here, and I want to see if he drops anybody off over here. That's good. That's good. I think that's working better that way. I think so. And we're already starting off the year with a profit, so that's good. And no, we didn't drop anybody off that time, so they're going to get off of the other station. I don't know. I am thinking about just knocking that out. But it's not that much of a difference, is it? I guess it is a little bit of a difference. So he's going to go over to this one. And everybody gets off, he picks up his 2, and then he's going to head back. A weird way to go back, but okay, whatever. It is interesting. Work still got 12, so there we go. Work's down to 8. And here comes the other guy. He's going to be, what? Yep, he's the bus line. So now if this guy comes, let's see if he... Train's coming back in town again. There goes 2 people walking over here. If we can get this to expand this way, it'll help. Let's see if he drops anybody off over here. If not, then I'm gonna remove this off that line. Let's see. He dropped 1 off, right? 1? Yeah, he dropped 1 person off. You know what I'm going to do though? For right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of Poplar Street and just go with that for right now. That's going to work faster and better. And there goes train. What? Train just dropped people off? Yeah. That's going to go faster. And it's going to work better. As you can see, I was starting to lose money on that. And I ain't like that. So that's going to go so much faster. They can just go right down there and right back. That's going to work out great. Let's see how does that line go? Yeah, down and back. So that's going to work out good. People can walk if and when this grows in. Then I can use that to stop. But for now, I don't have to worry about it. So there you go. That's clearing it out very fast now. Yeah, man. So here it is, April, and we are already turning a profit. We got 625K. I'm going to go ahead and repay 500,000, and drops us back down to 100,000. And we're going to continue to make money. My priority right now is to repay the loans, so I continue to make profit, more profit, an extra 30,000 a year, extra 37,000 a year. On top of what we're already making would be huge, where you're making $200,000-300,000 a year, and then we can start growing our little empire. And of course, the next thing I want to do is come down here to Birmingham. We're going to stick another train station here and make that happen. Got to save up some money though, that's for sure. Here we come back with almost a full load, almost. And now we're really starting to empty that line out. So now what I need to do is I need to take this guy here and tell him to return to the depot. And I'm going to follow him to the depot, and once he gets there I can sell him. So let's follow him around back to the depot. He's going to go because I've got too many carts now and the running cost is going to kill me, so I need to sell this and be done with it. Back to the depot with you. Road vehicle number 1, you've been around forever, so it's time for you to retire. There goes the train heading off. Chicken in the background. Alright, and you're done now. As soon as it gets in there, we'll just sell it. And boom. So, yep, you. And sell. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we will continue to make profit, and I'll probably run about a year or so off camera, and then I'll see you in the next episode.